friends. Hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to the Football Mania, the one stop platform which brings you all the latest news, insights, and updates from the world of football. So, just yesterday, we saw some really pulsating encounters between some really good teams in the Premier League. However, one fixture stood out, which was at 10 p.m. Indian time between Liverpool and Chelsea. Both of them are title favorites for this season, and definitely both of them have strengthened their squad from last season. I was really curious and fascinated to watch how this match would pan out between the two teams, and I'm sure any Liverpool and Chelsea fan would agree with me when I say that they are coached by really top level elite managers from Europe in Jurgen Klopp and Thomas Tuchel. Both of them have a rich amount of experience when it comes to elite level coaching, and they have drilled a certain playing style and a philosophy within the team. And it was always going to be a tactical battle, let's be honest. And even before the match, I was really excited to see how would the battle between Virgil van Dijk and Romelu Lukaku shape up, because both of them are at the prime of their game as a defender and a striker. So it would be really exciting to watch both of them battle out against each other. And let's be honest, the first half never disappointed. It was a really high intensity affair, and that's exactly what you expect from Liverpool, especially at Anfield. You saw both the fullbacks, Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander Arnold, bombing forward, and we also saw a surprise selection in the starting lineup. We saw a start given to 18-year-old Harvey Elliott, which was a bit surprising. However, he never disappointed. He was very composed on the ball and was actually linking up the play really well between the midfield and the front three. And definitely, I saw signs of improvement from Liverpool when it came to switching the play really well and actually creating good chances for themselves. However, we all know that Chelsea is a really well-drilled team defensively under Thomas Tuchel, and their defensive partnership between Andres Christensen and Antonio Rudiger has been rock solid. And moving into the midfield, Jorginho and N'Golo Kante take up really good defensive positions on the pitch. So when that happens, they effectively become a back six, and moving forward, they have the attack of Mason Mount, Romelu Lukaku, and even Kai Havertz. So it is really interesting to see how those three shape up. And in the 22nd minute, we saw Chelsea open the scoring through a set piece. This is not something which you usually associate with Chelsea, who play more direct football and rely very less on set pieces. However, it was a really clever finish, a very good glancing header by Kai Havertz, who gave Alisson Becker no chance and disguised him really well. So, as it is 1-0, you are expecting the Cop to come back, and Liverpool are one such side when they are under pressure and when they are on the back foot, they play really well. And with that fans, with that aggression, and with that intensity, Liverpool are going to get at you. And that is what exactly we saw post that goal when everyone was bombing forward. They were creating loads of pressure on the Chelsea defensive line. And in the stroke of half time, we saw a really controversial decision by Anthony Taylor when he saw Reece James actually stretching his hand to deny a goal scoring opportunity in the goal line. So when that happens, I'm sure anyone of you would agree with me that it's a red card because he was on the goal line and definitely the ball was going in. However, it also hit his arm, so it's a penalty, right? So there is no denying about it. VAR was right on this occasion, and Mo Salah finally slotted the ball home for the equalizer. So you are thinking it's 1-1 at halftime, and on the stroke of halftime, everything has changed. Now that Chelsea are playing with 10 men in the second half, it would have been interesting to see how Romelu Lukaku will actually play up front as the single target man and actually hold up the ball for Chelsea, and how would they be able to soak up the pressure which is created by Liverpool now that they are one man up. We saw in the second half Mo Salah and Harvey Elliott and even Trent Alexander-Arnold were actually enjoying the space in the right-hand side of the midfield and were actually creating those good penetrative passes and flipping the balls to the back post. But we saw Antonio Rudiger and Andres Christensen, along with Cesar Azpilicueta, really doing a very commendable job in the back for Chelsea, and they denied any threat. All the balls which were coming from the defensive area, they were clearing it, and they were really solid. Good communication, and even Edward Mendy was commanding the backline really well. He was like consistently telling Andres Christensen and Antonio Rudiger to maintain the shape and not to get distracted by the movement of the Liverpool players. So I'm sure that they would have worked a lot on the training pitch, and that's exactly what we saw in the match. There was a lot of scenarios where Chelsea were actually looking, very open at the back, but they understand each other's position really well, and their coordination is really good to watch. So that's exactly by the champions of Europe. And I was expecting a really, stable Chelsea who would, soak up the pressure and frustrate Liverpool. And that's exactly what we saw. They never, gave up. They were actually really solid. And at the end of the day, we saw Liverpool once again dropping points at Anfield, and it's a 1-1 draw. With that, you would see Chelsea celebrating, and it is only going to, give them that confidence moving forward. So I'm sure with this defensive performance, they have solidified their credentials as title challengers for this season. And as far as Liverpool is concerned, they have a lot of things to work on. They could have, buried this match and taken away all 3 points. However, it was a pulsating draw at the end of the day, and I was really excited to see both teams play because they both have a really different brand of football. So when such teams go up against each other, it is always going to be a tactical battle. So at the end of the day, both of them nullified each other, and this was the best result which any neutral would have expected. And guys, if you think that uh, Chelsea is the title favorite, preferable than Liverpool, or if Liverpool is better than Chelsea, do drop in your comments. And I would like to know the reason why you think any of these teams are going to be the title favorites. And if you want regular updates from the world of football, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until next time, stay safe and take care.